Hello, hello. We are excited to share with you what is coming up on our agenda for giving you high speed skills to really calm down, quiet down those negative voices and the things going on that, the words, the sounds, the conversations that you have in your head, right, Rita? We're brain trainers, and we know that this is how our brain is wired. Our brain is wired to repeat things that cause high negativity and conflict. Okay, pick the puppy away. And so we are geared up and really excited to share with you some of the skills it takes to quiet those voices and be the mom you want to be.
Yes, very good. Yeah, come and learn these high speed skills because, it's going to go fast. No longer do we have to live in dread. No longer do we have to live in negativity. No longer do we have to live with that feeling of being stuck. Like there is something you can do right here, right now. And one of them is go ahead and on the link, there is the stop stress technique. Do that. A negative thought comes in, do that. A negative feeling comes out, do that, and then come and learn more skills and the mindset around there. As brain trainers, we know that the brain is plastic. That means everything that you learned to survive up to this point can be rewritten if it's not how you want it to be. Not only that, once that is rewritten, release the trauma, the stress, all the stories, all the I don't belong, I'm not capable, they yelled at me, I got in trouble, like all the stuff that we learn as kids to behave can be rewritten, allowing you to create a future for yourself, for your children, that allow you to be more responsible here right now. Exactly. In a fun way. And Tammy's a fun girl.
Exactly. And that's so important because we know that you want to change the legacy of what happened to you. And you're finding yourself stuck in the same habits of what your parents did. And in those or in this inner conflict of what your parents did, or even in regret or guilt for what you've done to your own children. And so when we rewrite that, when we know how to go back in there and just deal with what's going on in the brain, what are you actually doing inside of your mind? It is going to open up a whole new world for you to empower yourself to react differently, to be different, and to become the person, the mom that you really want to be.
Yeah. And Tammy says, that our children are learning. They're learning to react because we're reacting. So we got to learn how to respond. We need to learn how to create, right? If we're not reacting and we're responding with more responsibilities and then we're creating, look, wouldn't it be cool if your kid lost something, instead of yelling and screaming like, what, you did it again for the 15th time, that every day we got to do this, right? So instead of reacting like that or responding like, oh, well, let's look to see where the key is, right? You can do something fun. Not only that, but to create a system where he has a link to take care of what he's responsible for.
Right.
Like to create an atmosphere, an environment that will lead him to better grades, better rapport with the other children.
Communication, right? That sounds like good communication skills. Yeah. And we know that our kids are learning what we're doing, even if we tell them something different, right? We see that moms that smoke cigarettes, moms that swear, moms that, gossip about other people or complain or whatever, they'll do it. We all do it. And then we'll tell our kids, don't do this. And we know that they're really watching what we do. And so it starts with us.
Yeah. And it's not like they're watching intently about it. It's not like they're consciously saying, I'm going to do what my mom's doing, even though she's telling. It's not conscious. They cannot take things apart. They're just learning. They're just absorbing everything from 0 to 7. They're learning everything at, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. They're like, okay, maybe not, maybe so. So we're sending them conflicts. We're sending them, don't do this, don't do that, behave like this. And then I think it's also important, Tammy, it's like how we got to know how our kids relate, how are our kids receiving what we're giving them, the information. How are they seeing pictures? Do they have a gut feeling? Are we allowing them to really develop their own authenticity, like honor their own wants and needs? Or are we bullying them as parents to behave how we think they should behave? I don't know.
Yeah, that's such a good insight. I have a daughter who she's very good at sensing things. And I remember the day that she was like, well, it seems like I should do this, but that just doesn't feel right. And then she did it the way that she thought that should go with her feelings instead of what looked to be the obvious thing. And she makes better choices that way. That's wonderful for her. And so, there's just so many values that we can do. The number one thing that we want to help you really understand and learn is how to deal with the conflict inside yourself. And so you're giving this skill naturally to your kids.
Right.
So they grow up and they say, oh, I have this stress. I have this problem. And they have an automatic memory to how mom dealt with it. And it elevates them and lifts them up. And that's what we want for you and your children.
Yep. So join us. The links provided below. Register to get emails so you know when it's happening.
That's right. Awesome. We can't wait to meet you. It's going to be so much fun. And it's going to be super exciting to see you get these paradigm shifts. There goes the school bus. All right. We'll see you soon.